what's come into play. It's as real as can be. Don and I have been looking at offices to finally open up, and we'll finally actually, I've talked to some folks about Stockton now, because whether you know where Stockton is or not, my partner will not drive outside of Stockton. So we have to get him an office to handle about 25, 28 employees, and I'll get an office in Sacramento, which will be 3 times or 4 times the size of his, to manage the rest of the employees that we'll need to start up. But it's pretty exciting that we're really there. It's really starting to come together. And I attribute that to, in life, we have to have one of our 9 steps. We have a 9-step program. We're not Alcoholics Anonymous. They have 12. But in the first step of the 9 steps is you got to have a why, right? What's going to get you out of bed in the morning, or cause you to not go to sleep, or cause you pain because it hurts so bad that it's not happening. Yeah. And if you don't have a why that causes that kind of emotion, then you really don't have a why. You're just kind of going through. You're just going through life's, life. And I've met people who got turned on, who've been in their 60s and 70s and 80s, who life was over and they started over because the flame got relit inside their life. And I'm really adamant about having a dream. On an airplane ride, going somewhere in the United States, and it was going to a Successful Thinkers event. I read in USA Today an article that still resonates every time I talk, because it talked about our journey in life. It talked about when we were young, thinking about going to college, getting our degree, getting a job, getting married, having children, getting a house, and then retiring. But then it hit a nerve with me. It talked about when we hit the age of 50 plus, where life has a different meaning to us. Instead of it being about money, it's really about making a difference. And I resonated with that because I think that making money doesn't make a difference. Making money's awesome, but making money doesn't change people's lives necessarily. It might change your life, but what are you gonna do to change other people's lives? And I just, it's an important thing for me. And so I just hope that out of the 9 steps that, your dream or your why, whatever it is that motivates you, is strong enough to get you through the hurdles, even when you get so angry you just want to give up. And you want to scream to the top of your lungs, why isn't this happening? Because the good news is tomorrow's a new day, and we can sort of draw a line and step over it. And that's, that's critical. I'll speak to the 9 steps real quick. 1, you need to be a student all the time. Always be a reader, because readers are leaders, right? Yeah. We're going to end up with a Book of the Month Club that will be rock solid. We'll blow Oprah Winfrey away. How's that sound? Always listen to stories of other people so you can learn about their trials and tribulations, whether you're reading autobiographies or you're watching something on a TV. How many of you like to watch, I like to watch American Idol, Voice, Next. Anybody familiar with those? Mm-hmm. X Factor. I mean, one of the things that does bother me is some of those young kids who are 13 years old, I've been waiting for this all my life. It's like, I'm 55. But anyway, for me, it's really powerful because I play them over and over and over and over again. Because I need to hurt to hang in there. And when I watch these folks, and some of them are so gifted and so talented, I can't sing in the shower. But I see the passion that they have for their dream. And Don will tell you, I got one off X Factor, and it was this young gal who, she's been bullied all of her life apparently, and I recorded, I have played that probably about 10 times now since it was aired several weeks ago. But I've done that with all my life. I find something that really resonates with me and makes me hurt personally, and I'll just play that video or that movie or whatever it is that makes me connected. Always be positive and edify others. We have a choice in life. We can be somebody that people are attracted to, or somebody people that you repel. And what's really funny is people that are negative don't even know they repel people. Mm-hmm. They think their stuff doesn't stink and they don't even know it. And what really amazes me is when people do even gather around them and all they're doing is tearing them down. The most powerful thing you can be is somebody who is an influence in other people's lives emotionally in a positive way. Always invite. Successful Thinkers has been 100% paid forward. No one has been paid a dime. We haven't even given back to this. Successful Thinkers, the truth we've really done very little for you from a company side. You have done it for us. I can't wait till we can pay it back when we see what we're going to do from a reward standpoint. All the different things that we'll be able to do just because you paid it forward. How it will help you in your business and your placement. I don't have the time to talk about it, but it's all laid out and it will all be real. Always be recognized. Obviously, if you're inviting her to get recognized, this is a powerful thing. Some people are shy and they don't like to be recognized, but you know what? Get over it. You need to be recognized, because if you want to do business, people they want to do business with somebody they look up to. That comes from being recognized. I mean, ambassadors, just to be honest with you, I saw an ambassadorship as a very valuable tool. Number one, credibility within your local community, credibility within the events. And when you go around and meet other people and other successful thinkers events, they know you're an ambassador, they know that you're paying a price to be, and you're a leader. So always be recognized. Always show up. Isn't that half the battle? How many times you don't want to show up because you don't feel like it, and then you get to some place and you go, man, I'm glad I came. It could change your life, because you're in the right place at the right time. You don't even know it until you get there. And then finally, always do one-on-ones. This is something that Louise or someone will be talking about at the end. But you really can't get to know, like, and trust somebody unless you get to know, like, and trust them, right? And think about all the people that done. I'm not a golfer. I think golfing is kind of a silly game. And for those of you who like golfing, that's just like fishing to me. I don't like them either. But anyway, here's the deal. Golfing is hitting the ball that's too small into a hole that's too far away. You can't even see the hole, right? So you got to have a flag. To me, that's silly, right? But what happens when you're golfing? You're with other people and you're creating that relationship. You're learning about them, you're talking to them, you're bonding with them. And you're getting to know them, to like them, to trust them, to do business with them. Now, we don't do that here because we don't have golf clubs and stuff, but the bottom line is when you pay attention to the one-on-ones and you actually do those things. I was in Bellacera at the beginning of the week, and Nicole, she said to everybody, she says, you know, one of the things that comes out of successful thinkers is obviously you're looking for a client, right? The second thing that happens when you do one-on-ones is referrals, right? She says, but really, she says, we're not just referrals. A referral is like I tell somebody about what you do and then they get excited about it. No, I'm an advocate. An advocate is somebody who goes beyond just referring. They actually go on your wall, they tell other people, they go out of their way to promote you more than just, oh, you need somebody that does makeup, or you need somebody that knows about cancer or whatever. No, these are people who actually go out of their way and do it. So we create advocates. The third thing that happens for those of you looking for business partners, obviously if you do one-on-ones, you might find that connection. Number 4, I've heard the word family a couple of times. Now family, to me, Successful Thinkers is a family. It's a Successful Thinkers family. A family that grows together, stays together, and ultimately buys from each other and promotes each other. And that's all. My goal is to have business owners around America where when people come in, they don't look outside of Successful Thinkers to do business. They look inside it because they know these people that have created certain elevations and recognition within Successful Thinkers must be trustworthy. And I should be doing business with that person versus, why would I want to go outside of my family? So learn to do one-on-ones. And by the way, the more one-on-ones you do, the more advocates you'll get. The more advocates you get, the greater the potential. And then finally, in the 5 different things that come out of it, is the potential partner, accountability partner. You know, when you're in business for yourself, you're generally in business by yourself. And with Successful Thinkers, if you're making those connections, you'll find people that actually, you know, they become your cheerleader and then eventually become your accountability partner if you have that kind of a synergy. So, those are the things that come out of it. But for me, it's bigger. It's the family. It's wow. And I know that a lot of people, they think local in their mind in most everything they do, because most people can't think beyond what they can see, right? But I've been flying this ship about 30,000 feet for 4 years. And before that, I've been involved in what I call the people business for the last 31 years now. And so I look at it from a whole different angle. When I launched this thing, I did not launch it to grow a local chapter. I launched this thing to have a global impact. And when people ask me what's the vision of Successful Thinkers, is take it global. Let's make a difference. And I don't think local.